Hello, more interesting Winchesters. Most of you are aware of the Model 88 and the Model 100 Winchester. The Model 88 being a lever action and the Model 100 being semi-auto. We'll do the semi-autos another time. But on the table today we have a Model 88 Winchester and we have a Seiko Finwolf, and we've looked at the Finwolf before, and as you know, I'm pretty sure that there is no better modern lever action than the Finwolf. They got everything right. I'll talk about this briefly. You can watch my other video on it. The action opens easily. It's gear driven. They got the linkages just about perfect. It's a rotating bolt. This is going to be hard to film. These are the bolt lugs. Most of these actions, as you know, this is more or less a lever activated rotating bolt, which originated with the Mauser concept. As you can see how it closes. The action, I'm going to fire it, but even though I just fired it and now we have to cock a hammer, there's almost no resistance to the movement of the lever. This is an exceptional rifle. It's magazine loaded like Fed, and it's steel, made properly. Everything works the way it should, and the trigger is good as well. So we'll just set the Seiko down, and here's the rifle I actually wanted to talk about. This is one of those mystery rifles in collector circles. These were great. They still are great. For a while they were changing hands at like $300 and $400. This is the original stock. You can see it has impress checkering, and the inletting is very simple. They wanted to be as efficient as possible, and I suspect it was this inletting, this impress checkering, that maybe gave the rifle a bad name or something. Although people talk about accuracy, I've never experienced anything except fantastic accuracy from Model 88s. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I don't think so. I run into them at the range once in a while, and they're exceptionally accurate rifles. So now they're not $400 anymore. They've gone up a lot, and I think they'll continue going up. It's a one-piece stock, which, as most people know, is an advantage. Almost all other lever actions are two-piece stocks. And I'm now not comparing the Model 88 with a Marlin 336 or a Winchester Model 94 or anything else. This is maybe comparable to a BLR, which is made to look like a Western rifle, but it's a modern lever action. Anyway, you can see the lever moves down, and we've got the same rotating bolt. I'll try to do it slowly. You only can really see it working at the very end. And then the action is cocked and ready to fire. The trigger is fine, and reloading is no big deal. There's a bit of resistance compared to the Seiko. It's not quite as smooth, and you can see that they accomplish the movement of the bolt with a certain cam and these twin action bars. So it's not a perfection design, but it's excellent. If I'm not wrong, I think the Winchester Model 88 was what the Hansen buck was harvested with. You could punch that in on the web. It just comes to mind as I'm filming. The last time I checked, the largest whitetail was the Hansen whitetail, shot in Saskatchewan or something like that. And I think the guy was using a Model 88. What does that mean? I don't know. Just something about Model 88. Anyway, the action is smooth. The stock is perfect. The locking is in the front. It has a removable magazine. It's not quite as smooth as the Seiko, but as you can see, it's steel. This one is in 308, and it's easy to operate. So you're probably wondering about this stock, and I had a friend who was a stock maker, and I had a bunch of Turkish walnut around. I guess the grip cap is missing from here, but I have it somewhere. Anyway, he said I can make a nice stock for the Model 88, And you can see it's transformed into an entirely different league of rifle. Not that it has to be, there's nothing wrong with this stock, but obviously it's maybe not as nice as stock. So anyhow, it's actually a very quick video. Here's another example of a rifle that is exceptional. Of course, the love affair, if you want to call it that, with bolt-action rifles was not in full swing the way it is now. So the manufacturers, and Winchester in this case, thought they could offer a lever action design that was basically a bolt action activated by a lever, which is what this is. I think it's exceptional. I think they're great buys, and you can still find them on the market, and they're too cheap. They also make a carbine version, which I should mention. I like the carbine best of all, but they're hard to find. They make them in 308, or they made them in 308, 243, 284. They're all good. What's my favorite caliber in the Model 88? 243 by far. There's almost no recoil, whether you get a carbine or a rifle. It's almost a perfect whitetail rifle. They came with good sights, actually about the same as a Model 70. They're all steel. The magazine is steel. Compared to most modern rifles, they are hands down better, and I like them a lot, as you can tell. So I don't know what to conclude. Just an exceptional design. They didn't last very long for who knows what reason. You know, sometimes I wonder whether what's popular and the people that are popular and all that kind of thing, maybe they're not actually the best idea. It seems the things that are not that popular are quite often what one should gravitate towards, and the Model 88 is one of those. I don't run into many of them in the woods. Somebody should make them again. They're a great design, and we don't really have a one-piece stock lever action, and I don't think Seiko's making any Finwolfs anytime soon again. And taking it apart is easy. There's a screw up front, which I thought I'd mention, like the Model 70. I won't bother taking it apart right now, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with this rifle, and for some reason, I guess production costs or popularity or both, they just stopped making them. But it wasn't warranted for sure, and there's definitely a place in the market for them. So that's it. Winchester Model 88. Thanks for watching. See you again.